Let's begin. Okay, we're gonna fly up this path. Take a look at the silo and the barn. Just overview the field, the rest of the quadrant. Now let's follow this path down. Another look at the barn and silo to the farmer's house. Take a look at the front of the house. Head inside. There's a cow and Bessie's memorial. Take a look at the interior. Now let's head down this path to the Twin Towers. Do a little flyover. Tallest buildings in the Minecraft world. Okay, we'll move on to the town hall. Okay, let's head inside the town hall. Look at the chandelier and the double staircase. See the staircase up close? The chandelier, very nice. Alright, moving on to the bank. Do a little 360. Head inside. See the bank tellers and all the other stuff. Oh, broke the door. And there's the vault. At the movie theater now. Get your popcorn, go inside, watch the movie. See this bridge and the sewer. We've got the post office, head inside, get your mail, leave. Then the ghetto apartments. Real nice. Head inside here. It's a lobby. Go up these stairs. Look over the ocean. Now let's tour one of these apartments. You got your TV, your bed, your kitchen and stuff, and your couch. Alright, and that does it for my quadrant. Do a little last look at the strip here. And we'll hand it over to Tanner.
Welcome to my quadrant, probably the best one here, as Mr. Spang said. First, we're gonna do a little fly around as see the nice two houses of different luxuries. We got a nice farm. I'm pretty sure it's growing potatoes with cows inside for extra crop growth. And we got my nice big barn, nice roof, school, giant parking lot. The school looks pretty cool. Now we go under the tunnel, under the school too. I mean, there's just a full load of students above you as you're driving under here. And now as you exit the tunnel, you can just see how nice and open my area is. And first we're gonna start at my gas station. As you can see, there's a few blinking lights, but that's okay because it matches the theme. As you can see, you can flip on and off the lights in here. You can gamble if needed to, buy all the goodies. Now, let's head over to my luxury house. It's got a nice rabbit cage outside with some blueberry plants, some trees, swimming pool with volleyball. Now let's take a look inside. You can see we got a giant map showing the whole island, oven, fridge, bed, and we got the bridge connected to the Walmart. We also got the other house with a less fortunate family, and it has a pretty big painting for a TV, an oven, a table, and that's it. Now let's head over to the farm where we have mine carts for to help the farmers crop them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the farm. Now let's head over to the barn where we have some nice plants growing, stash of hay, stash of dirt and soil, horse. Now we come downstairs to the actual animals. We got camels, llamas, mushroom cow. Now, and you can see all of the cows outside. Now let's head into my school. And on the right in the school, we have the principal's office, then the nurse's office, and if we turn around, we have the cafeteria with the lunch lady room. Now, this is the girls' bathroom with a working shower, 2 stalls. Now let's head to the boys' bathroom where we have a giant urinal system and 1 stall too, sink. Now let's head upstairs to our classrooms. Turn left here to go. We see a bunch of lockers. Head into our English room. And then after that, we wrap around into the math hallway. We have more lockers, a math room, closets for supplies. Now, finally, let's head into our biology room where we have experiments going on between zombies and villagers, archery, potions. Now, let's head to this fake painting back down the stairs and out of the school. And finally, let's wrap up this journey with our nice Burger King. As you can see, it has lush moss carpet, oven, sinks, food supplies as needed. Now, let's head up to the balloon to get one final look at this beautiful city. And the balloon actually has a working house inside, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, it has 2 beds, 2 armor stands, a dragon egg, nice aquarium. Now let's fly up for one final view of my quadrant before I hand it over to John Carson. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So handing it off to John now.
Hey guys, this is my part of the video. Here is the police station. You got a bunch of nice desks, computers, and then the owner's office, or the boss's office, I guess you should say. Then you come down to the jail cell, the computer with all of the data, this mouse. Then let's take a look at Walmart, main food supply of the city. So you go past here, over the nice handicap spots, a cart return, some sliding throughout. Then you come to the Walmart, and right to the right you see the cart return on the inside, cash registers, food table, and all of these nice appliances, item frames, food for the families. Then you see the freezer doors, which work as intended. Let's go through the freezer section. There's a cart here. Way I guess. Then we go to the end road. Makes it look like Wild Coyote, I guess. It's a nice ending to the city. Then we take a nice look at the helicopter for the hospital. Very nice. The inside it's easy to fly. Then we come into the waiting room for the hospital and the service desk. You have the people without insurance, their sinks. Then you have the storage room, people who do have insurance with their sinks and their storage. Pretty nice. Now, let's go look, a sneak peek at Cameron's quadrant. We got bells all around the city for this truck. People. Let's go up to the 2nd floor. There's a stove and a sink for the firemen. There's a music player, whatever they want. And then a hot tub and a cold bath so they can muscles. Got a nice handicap with a nice huge parking lot, huge 3-story parking lot. with even a bubble elevator and some nice lighting. And now, let's take a look at Cameron's quadrant.
Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Paul, and today we are going to be touring my quadrant now. So, John gave you a little bit of a sneak peek at mine, but now we're going to be looking at the entirety of mine. It's going to be amazing, trust me. So first, we have our futuristic compound. Here is an above view of the futuristic compound. Now it's time to show you it in detail, or what we call it, the Thieves Guild. It has some working lights, well, most of them work. We have our TV here. We have a nice table where all these people put all their stuff that they steal. Somebody vomited on the table though, I suppose. Somebody will have to clean that up at some point. We have our item destroyer here. See, if I put an item in here, it gets rid of it. That's all you need to know about that. Nothing else about it. It's a property trade secret. Then over here we have our master bedroom for the Thieves Guild. They all sleep in the same bed, don't worry, that's normal. Then we have our bathroom here. Toilet's taking up most of the room, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Now we're going to exit the futuristic compound. Actually, we're going to look at the roof of the futuristic compound before we exit it. So up here, we have kind of a nature-like feel. Little water pool over there. And then this is the gate that surrounds it to prevent people from intruding into this area. That's all there is for the futuristic compound, or the Thieves Guild, as it's supposed to be named. Now, we're going to our factory, or as I called it, Summoner's Rift. So we have our clock-in station right here. You ring the bell so that everyone knows that you are there. All the punishments and whatnot if you don't follow the rules. Then here, we have the area. This is an iron factory. They produce loads of iron. Here's the women's restroom. Bit cramped, that's fine. Then the men's restroom, a little bit lower class than the women's. That's fine as well. Then here is the main production area. We have all of our assembly lines and redstone circuits working perfectly fine. You can see all the iron that they're manufacturing. Over here is the delivery area where trucks can come in and deliver. This is decontamination. It's permanently open right now because they're doing some kind of renovation in this area. I'm not sure anything about that. This is deep storage here. Decontamination is required to enter here only because there's volatile ingredients and whatnot. We're going to enter some more areas. First here we have some random house here, just for filler. Kind of a posh looking place. Has a nice oven. Here we have the wooden manor. It's crafting room. This is the cooking room, or as some would call it, a kitchen, only without a fridge. And then up here, this is the alchemy room, where they make special items. Over here we have the mini library, so you can pick up a book whenever you want and read some books. These people like to read. I met them. They like to read a lot. Speaking of reading, over here is the library. We have our nice librarian over there. She's not talking to me, but that's fine. Over here we have the forbidden section of books. Over here we have a random assortment of books, and then just a more random assortment of books. A little bit of a special book there. Here we have the tropical beach chalet. Here's a campfire with a shovel near it, just in case you need to put it out. Some towels hanged up right there. Here's the inside of the beach chalet. They're ready for summer. Built with a perfect deck, I suppose. Oh, and there's a yacht over there. Not sure whose it is. I think it's Matt's yacht. It's a great yacht. Forgot whose it is. Then here we have our fully functional lighthouse. It's on all the time, and it works perfectly fine. It's a bit rusty in here because this is the first building ever made in this entire town. Here is it in process of working. And then now we're going to go back to the lighthouse, go to our next area. Now we're going to explore what John gave a sneak peek of. This is the Stone Manor. So here's the throne room, and there are many heralded weapons. You can sit here looking heroic and whatnot. Here's the red room. Here's the purple room. Here's the yellow room. And here is the blue room. They're all empty because they just recently constructed this. Not ready to use it for warmongering purposes yet. Now we're going to go behind the wooden house. Here's one of the factory buildings that was graciously produced by the factory. It's the armor swapper. In here, if I flick this lever twice, this should work perfectly fine. It should work perfectly fine. It doesn't seem to be working, so they'll have to repair that later or something. Unusual, it worked perfectly fine. Let's go between these two buildings, just for a shortcut. Over here we have another manufactured building made by the factory. So this is the Elytra launcher. Normally it works, but there was a problem with it some time ago, and now it doesn't work as well as it used to, that is. Over here we have Kume and Katake's brewery, where they make nice potions. Seems they're empty today, they'll have to restock on that later. Nice little brewing stand, ominous liquid that drops into it. Here we have Kume and Katake's apothecary, and there's Kume and Katake themselves. Very nice people, whenever they talk, which is very rare. They rarely talk. Here's one of their suits of armor. Here's another suits of armor. They have these nice miscellaneous material just hanging around here. Definitely won't explode. Nice potions over here. Here we have the auto brewery. Normally it works, but an issue happened with it and it kind of didn't work that much, so it doesn't work that very well. Can't exactly show you how it works, but normally how it would work, you would rotate this arrow to the ingredient that you want, press this button, then press this button, and then it would brew it. Then you'd press this button to get the potion that you wanted. Here's another one of those houses. Here's another one of those houses. Only differences between these three is that they have different colored beds. That's basically all that they have. That's a difference. There's the nice toggable portal that was made by Mr. Spang, and there's SpongeBob that was made by John a really long time ago. It's about as old as the Lighthouse Tower. That's all I have to show you for today. I'm going to give you a slight overview of just how the town works. Well, looks. And that's it.